Hey there guys, so our new anime starts with a bit too intense scene where our little protagonist Momori was getting beaten up badly by his father for fun, and look at this bitch, enjoying her movie. If they hate their own kid so much, why bother giving birth then? Trash peoples. And that is how his life is. And while his class was on a field trip, Oyamata took Ayaka's love novel she brought just to make fun of her and bully her in front of all of his simp classmates. No one has the balls to stand up and do something about this asshole. And the elites of the class were just enjoying rather than stopping him. Furthermore, their teacher was also an asshole who doesn't care about it, so if Momori stood up, he would be an heir that just tried to intervene. Their Oyamata then told Ayaka to give her personal details, only then he would give up. So Momori stood up at last, but that wouldn't work anyways, and finally an asshole from behind told Oyamata to stand down. But if he wants to do something to Momori, he would ignore that one. And even other kids supported that decision, so Oyamata sat down even when then he was bullying a front kid, so the teacher finally told him to leave him alone, but then suddenly a portal took all of them to some new world where a goddess welcomed them all. Her name was Vicious, and she told them about the threat of the great demon empire, and about 200 years ago, heroes defeated the demons, but now the threat has risen again. So she had to summon them here who have the power to defeat them. Kids couldn't understand the situation, and their teacher told them to listen to the lady because she's hot, with the surrounding all of it seems real. And if they don't defeat the demons they won't be able to return home, because there's a reverse summoning ritual for which they need Demon King's essence, and there are two ways for them to get it: first kill the Demon King, or gather the essence when the Demon King is defeated in the necklace. So Oyamata again started with his mess that he won't be her lapdog, so she got on her knees to request. So Ayaka said they are just plain humans, nothing special, so Goddess told them they hold special powers, that is why they were summoned. Then they brought out a man and a demon wolf, and it just devoured that guy, and she killed the wolf with magic to prove they are in another world. Then she called out to them to test their power level. The shiner the ord get the more power as usual, but Oyamata shined the thing to top nits. His element was fire, and why such jerks always gets more power. Then Kiriha got there and he was even more powerful that he broke the crystal to prove he's at S rank. But thank God Ayaka was in the same S rank category, and seeing two S rank goddess was pleased that she summoned a powerful batch this time as heroes. So now it was time for Momori, and he lit the light way too low, so he asked his rank. Goddess ignored him, so it got clear he was the lowest of the low. Then the ranking continues, and the bullied guy showed the same power as the strongest dark hero from the past, and getting this, the timid Yasu showed his true colors now. Then Goddess taught them about status, and it was obvious that Momori had the lowest stats. Their goddess told them they will see a special skill unique to everyone, but now comes another rituals for which she called Momori. He's the lowest E rank holder, and in the past, the lowest were the reason the highest heroes were dragged down, so they decided to get rid of the lowest, but it would shock the newly summoned heroes, so they decided to offer a chance to the lowest to prove themselves. That teleportation circle would teleport them to ruins, and if they survive, no one will interfere with E rank's person, but that place is used to send criminals there, and it's called Ruins of Disposal. As the name is disposal, sending Momori there is obvious, so Momori said he has special skill, but his status inflict element is of no use. Furthermore, he could paralyze or poison low-level monster barley, so it will have no effect on a person or a demons. Then the asshole Kurihara said to get it done with already, and the whole class is fucked up and supported him, and Yasu showed Momori some support just like Momori showed him in the past when he was bullied, but it's just a show. He also came down to make fun of him. And then Goddess gave him a bag with crystal that lights with a little magic, so Ayaka tried to stop this and Goddess punched her hard to make her unconscious. Assholes, everyone one of them. So Momori tried to attack with paralyze and it got blocked because Goddess has barrier activated at all times, so Kurihara showed his skill for example, and Yasu told Momori, go rest in peace. I want to see revenge like Redo no Healer anime, because all of these are trash people, which is why Momori cursed the goddess and promised he would to kill all of them if he survived. With it he was then sent to the ruins, where he lights up the crystal he received. There he found a skull on the ground and through instinct, he felt danger behind him and started to run away from the monster, Momori just didn't want to die, but didn't want to admit that he's scared right now as well, because he has to take revenge from these peoples. It was extremely frustrating, but he has nothing at all, no weapon, no magic, so with the last hope he used paralyze and it worked. But the goddess had said it doesn't work on anyone, so what happened back there? Was it just out of luck? Then another monster came out and Momori used it again on this one and it worked again, so it wasn't a luck out there, but it consumed a 99% of his MP, so he poisoned it and that also worked out. So what will happen if he uses his unique skill continuously? But the Minotaur comes back as the effect of paralyze wore off, but Momori again remembers all those trash and his parents, and how he was filled with bloodlust, so Momori made up his mind to get stronger to rule like a king. That is why this anime looks promising, because the animation is good as well as the storyline. So subscribe to the channel if you also like the anime and want to watch more of it, and please like the video to support me so that I could bring more videos like this one. Until then, take care.